Hey, welcome back, Internet folks, to another episode of Dali's GTA 5 Race Review Series. We're playing through SBMX Blacktop Trials V1. This map is made first by Perpetual Perplex of the Shred BMX team, and it's challenging. I mean, it is a series of trials, obstacles, just on the flat ground here in the parking lot outside the pier. And you gotta go through and do each one of them to get the checkpoints and ride around. You'll see some of these things are hard. Like, I'm even gonna skip one or two and try and get checkpoints from the other obstacles. But having a little death here. These first two obstacles there got a couple forward bunny hops onto them. You know, you gotta pedal into them, hold that R1 button early, push up on the left thumbstick. And then you bunny hop on, you land with your front tire on either that angled sleeper on the first obstacle or this bent fence on the second one. And you gotta hold R1 in the air again, and you pop off and you try and get yourself up just like that. You come inside here, little ramp inside of a tilted half-wrecked bus. I got a little stuck here trying to turn around, want to stay up on top here because, you know, if you pay attention to the timer, these take a few go to get through. But we are going to see all of the obstacles. You might not do them all in this video, in fact, because, you know, they're hard. They're just super hard, especially this one coming up. These hay bales. We sat here for a long time, Blade and I, and I don't know. I mean, the rhythm was explained to me. You have to pedal into it, and you do a regular bunny hop onto the first one, and you have to hold R1 in the air so that way you can regular bunny hop immediately again up that onto the second one, holding R1 in the air so that way you can forward bunny hop from the second to the third, and then forward bunny hop from the third to the fourth and onto the green container. It's a lot of timing. It's a lot of button hits. That right there was my most controlled go. I've heard and I experienced kind of myself. You can pedal quick as you can into that first one and find a way to forward bunny hop into it and bounce off of it to get it, but I'm just going to see if I can't climb some other things and have a look at other obstacles, figure out another way to get it. And this part looks real cool. There's Plex riding up those pipes. And it's a fantastic concept for that one because, you know, you got to pedal up these moving obstacles, and then once you're up at the top, go off the ramp, forward bunny hop your way all over those sideways red containers, or red propane tanks rather. And it's, you know, it's good. It doesn't look like it's one of the more challenging parts of the map, but then you get there a little later, and those pipes aren't lean enough. You kind of have to be the first one in. And so, such is such. That's that. Here's another look, or first look, of one of the obstacles in the middle, trying to forward bunny hop on and off and blah blah blah. Looking to get that checkpoint still. And so these containers, I'll talk about how you do them later, but I had a lot of fun and actually got pretty good at doing this particular obstacle because I ended up doing it a lot of times trying to cheat things. But here I am, monkey hopping in, want to try and bunny hop off the end there, and I didn't make it, really didn't land well on the end of the green container or bunny hop it. But here we are, going to climb up to the top, and I'm forward bunny hopping on, I'm holding X, and I R1 as soon as I land on that front side there, and I pop up, and that gets the tires right over the edge, and then I'm just able to keep it in control and start pedaling, turning the left thumbstick, keeping that front tire angled the way I need it to go. Oh boy, save it. Made it. Going in here, forward bunny hopping off, do a little front flip into that checkpoint. And there's another obstacle. I'm going to say it completed. Because yeah, sure I cheated it, but cheating it wasn't exactly easy either. On this next little bit, we're going to have to somehow boost off of this blue dumpster here up onto that cabin and then pedal through these rodeo things across the sleeper, across that green container at the end, and it works out. Once you get on there, once you get up into it, you can just kind of pedal through nice and easy, not too difficult. But getting onto that first cabin, you know, I tried a couple different things. Forward bunny hopping in, forward bunny hopping off, sometimes a forward bunny hop, and then I leaned back to wheelie boost. You know, there were a few different ways I was able to make it up. You saw that last one. And that right there, that was my best attempt that I'll have at those bent sandboxes or barriers. I'm not sure exactly what they're called in the barrier menu, but almost made it up there. Didn't. So I decided to come over, use those little tire barriers on the side, and climb up and go across, get the checkpoint another way. We'll give it one more go here. It's a forward bunny hop in, forward bunny hop up, and you just got to try and catch yourself on that upper L so that you can bunny hop back the other way. Pedaling through the start finish sign. But here we are coming up, and if forward bunny hop on, just pedaling up, pedaling across that start finish onto these sideways ones. That red propane tank was a nice little stopper, but I'm just gonna be able to bunny hop in, do a little spin, and now I've got to come back into that green container obstacle. This time I'm supposed to be doing it, and of course that means I can't. But here we are, second try, popping up, bunny hop again. Oh, and I just fell too slow, got caught up with the speed, stalled my engines if you are, and fell back down. But yeah, these are really fun. I'd like to see them in other maps as well, because you bunny hop onto them, and then you just kind of hold X down, forward bunny hop, climb, get those two tires right around the spine of it, and it's just pedaling through after that. They're easy enough, and just you don't have to even do that one bunny hop. You see on some of these I'm a little further back and you got to do more to climb. I mean, do whatever you can, but holding that X button, rhythmically tapping that R1 button, and always landing a little bit on your front tire, or super heavy on your front tire for on flats. But yeah, there we go, climbed it all the way up to the top checkpoint. And what do we have here? What is this? What is this? Oh, it looks like he wants us to thread through that little sandbox barrier and land on a container on the other side. There's a safety net I saw down there too, but I'm gonna give this thread a couple goes just because it looks fun, and I fell a little short on that attempt leaning back. You know, it'd be a lot easier to lean back and do these things if we could lean back and do these backflips the way Rockstar said we should have been able to. But, you know, hot patch coming. Just keep faith. And so I actually spent a fair amount of time up here on this obstacle just because it is kind of fun and I really wanted to do it. And you see here, I start trying to do it with a front cork 360 because it would just look so good. And oh, there it is, sliding in, just nearly hitting it a couple times here. I'll show you the better attempts. And boom, and just couldn't really bring it around or spin it quite right, but it was a lot of fun to try. I even got through once on the safety net and then respawned to come back up here to keep giving it a few more goes because, well, you know, Blade was working his way on another one and I had time here. But if you see here, that green container, there was just a little bit of an overhang or lip inside the barrier we're supposed to thread through, and you know, just that little bit of a lip made it too hard to do. Plex has since gone in, raised those two barriers up to get rid of that little overhang, give us those few extra inches you need to really get through. And so if you get up there, if you're trying it on your own, then it should be a little easier for you. But you saw underneath, was able to just pedal off, hit that sleeper below, and pedal through. Didn't even really have to do anything other than hold X, or tap X at this point. And it worked out. Coming over, now I'm supposed to go up these tire things and through the start finish signs. And so that's what we're going to do. We'll see what's on the other side. Oh man, lucky bounce there. Kept me on the track. Oh, look at those rocks? No, those aren't rocks. That's just the bottom of the start finish sign, it looks like. Pedal under here. I thought this part was a low bridge, and it's not. I got stuck. Was so scared that when I bunny hopped right then and there, I was just going to smack my head and kill myself. Ended up being okay which makes me feel pretty good. Lets me pedal on, get these next checkpoints. Another double bunny hop in. Forward bunny hop, big cork 3, landed all the way up on the bridge going down that Santa Monica Pier. And it got the checkpoints coming around, and at this point, we are supposed to go up those pipes we saw earlier. And as you can see, there's only one pipe left. It's too bad, you know, those dynamic props, they're really fun, they're super useful, but they are finicky in the way that they would disappear on you once they move or get hit or stop being looked at by everyone. And so, thankfully, we've at least got these dumpsters with the red concrete barrier to try and get up onto. And, you know, that part's just as hard or even harder. But I see that the checkpoint is right next to that second obstacle we did. So, I'm going to come over here and give it a little go. See if I can't keep this life going. Bunny hop. Made it up there. Here we go into the bus. Let's just try and get the checkpoint and move on. So we are closer and closer to the finish, and I fucked up. Died. One more attempt here onto the barriers. I'd like to get up there, but I just boosted over. You know, it can be done. You've seen it, but I'm not going to do it today. You know, next time I try it. Boosted up through the bus again. Got that checkpoint. And now what do we got to do? We got to come over here, and we got to climb these tires. Just a regular bunny hop in. Get that front wheel up and on. Go through the bus. Cross the containers. And then this is a super steeply stacked green container to climb up. I'm holding X. I'm tapping R1. I'm doing everything I can to climb, and I die. And that happened to me a number of times. So you see here in the start menu, controls, switch it to alternate first-person shooter for the third-person control type, where you can also do standard first-person shooter or standard FPS. Now, I just have to hold X, and I sprint pedal. There's no more tapping X. There's no more spamming X. It's wonderful. I'd heard about this switch before. I even tried it at one point and didn't because of a trade-off, I'll tell you. But look here. I bunny hop on, I'm holding X, and then I can just bunny hop and climb straight up it. No problem. It's the fastest, best way to switch up your BMX riding if you're only going to be on your bike for a while. I recommend doing it because, you know, I'm not tapping X at all. This is just holding it, and it sprints. And since this video has come out in my control type switch, I started my second character. And with that low level character, I've still got all the sprint pedal, even though I've got none of the stamina. And that was it. These are all the obstacles. We've seen them all. You just gotta wheelie into that last one, do a couple 4 bunny hops, climb up there, and get the finish line. If you want to try this map on your own, see how many of these obstacles you can get through, go ahead, click the bookmark link below, and come join up with the Shred BMX team. Because we're out here riding every day. You can see us doing it on Twitch. You can and come join up with the Shred BMX team, because we're riding out here every day. We're teaching people new stuff, pushing the limits of what can be done on the BMX. It's a super enjoyable way to play the game. And so come back later, Dali's Cheat House. Check for more content. Peace.